Buddy, welcome. This is the ritual, the Sifu Z, and we have Sifu Chad scheduled today. Kind of came in early, wanted to do a little stretching before we start the ritual. Yeah, it was the morning ritual. I think I'm just going with the ritual. How's everybody doing? Yeah, just doing just your classic stretch here. Leave this knee out even. Yeah, usually it would be here, stretching there, but man, the knees are stiff this morning. So I think I'm gonna have to do a separate little exercise. No, I know. Kind of sucks. A fly land right in front of a kung fu man and just taunting you in front of the world. Sorry, fly. Sorry, but you went gallantly. Yes. You went defiantly to give it to the fly. Ah, I'm in the Sierra Nevadas, not deep in the Sierra Nevadas, but more at the base, still kind of foothills of the Sierra Nevadas, but into the warmer, into the cooler climate, uh, down just, oh, 20 minutes down the highway. Uh, it is it's gonna be 100 degrees. 99. I wouldn't doubt if it didn't hit 100. Yeah. So, got out of there, and now we're here. Normally, I'd maybe play some background music while we train, but nah, not with this as our background. Hope you guys can hear what I'm hearing. This is sort of a quad stretch here, but it's also helping to stretch the knee out. Uh, Helps to stretch the knee out without, for some reason, hurting the knee. In this position, yeah, there's a little pain. I think a lot of people, when they press down, try to press the knees to the floor, they experience some pain. So, but I normally don't feel pain in that flexibility, so it's a little stiff today, that's for sure. I like to turn this quad stretch, which oftentimes more traditionally is like this, and turn it into a hip stretcher. Stretches this whole region. If you're new to the channel, this is Sifu Z Morning Ritual, which is the ritual now, which is just getting together, talking martial arts while we warm up and prepare for rather our training session or for the day. Yeah, it's for either of those things. Of course, join along with me at your own risk. I assume no liabilities, and this is for entertainment purposes only. I think I'm supposed to say that. Yeah, and mean it. I'm sorry. Let me put this away. There we go. I don't mean it. There we go. Doesn't that isn't that better? I like that. Yeah. This I don't know. I don't know. I should do a test and find out what's more. What's more pleasing, this or this? Except nobody ever answers those polls. I never do those polls. I don't know about you. So we only have a few more minutes before uh, Chad, Sifu Chad is expected. So I'm just gonna talk about breathing right now since we're stretching. It's a good time to talk about breathing. So when you breathe, breathe in through the nose. You should feel your stomach expand and out through the mouth. And then you should feel your stomach deflate. There you go. There's a little breathing exercise, a set of 8. Now, that's not to be confused with the infinite. Ooh, what's going on here? There we go. Oh, there you are. Well, I was slightly blinded. Yeah.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Happy solstice, man. I guess,
Yeah, yeah. I tell you, it's nice and warm up here. I'm up higher in the mountains now,
Oh, cool.
and receiving fabulous cell service. So,
Nice.
that's a wonderful thing. Um, I will. I'll sort of start officially now. I well, I came in a little early, did some stretching, and also sort of taught the whole idea of breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, expanding the belly when you're breathing. That's all you missed.
Hmm.
Uh, Ladies and gentlemen, this is it used to be the morning ritual. I think I'm just going to go with the ritual. This is the ritual because who knows what time of day it is for other people, right? So just the ritual. And I'm Sifu Z. This is
Sifu Chad.
I know I'm pointing the right way with confidence.
Me
You
too.
know, and I'm dyslexic, so this works for me. Oh, I gotta stretch. I already stretched this side, or did I stretch the? Oh, I already stretched that side. I gotta stretch out this side. I'm doing like this little quad stretch here, and then turning it into a hip stretch.
Oh, I love that one actually.
Oh yeah,
That one
yeah.
feels really good. Oh,
And I went to sort of reiterate and perhaps even elaborate on some of the training tools, the essentials. Our previous sort of lesson was the essentials. That was for the Patreon members, right? But there are some essentials. Or did we also go over the essentials for the ritual here?
um, I
Not
know we
sure.
went. I know we went through the essentials in the second stream, the Patreon stream. Not too sure if we went through the essentials here. We might have grazed over it a little bit.
Well, there we go. That's a good thing for me to reiterate whatever and also to perhaps elaborate.
Yeah.
So some of the tools that you would perhaps need for training specifically here with us, because we're not just talking about Wing Chun tools, but I didn't mention any of the actual tools that allow us to do what we do, which to me is really part of the Wing Chun tool set, especially in modern times. It certainly has become the way that doctors can do things and whatnot. So there's no reason why we can't take advantage of that same technology and pretty much incorporate it. In your daily, in your Wing Chun toolbox, and one of the things is a phone, right? Of course, I don't want to
Yeah.
not state the obvious, but one of the other things that you might need or get is I have this small little clamp. It's the smallest one that I could find that I sort of like, and it has a little ball joint here. I hope you're getting that,
I,
and then, of course, you're seeing my little Jackery. This is the first generation 240. And you could probably find these used at this point. They pretty much last forever and are perfect and portable. Of course, you get a new one. They're not all that expensive these days, especially the smaller ones. In fact, I believe they even make smaller ones than this if you want to go more portable. But I've really gotten a great amount of use, um,
yeah,
from.
I've got a Blue Yeti, and the Blue Yeti, it's an 800 watt, and it was 389 or 399 or something like that.
Yeah, that's incredible. That's
Just
incredible.
21 and a half pounds or so. Not too bad, you know.
Yeah, that's really good. So let me now the next thing that you want to get is a way to listen. This is really important because well, from our last stream and from several of my streams, we had a situation where there's landscapers, or all of a sudden people show up in the middle of where you're at and create noise, and that's really hard to hear and whatnot. So um, these are the $50,000 AirBuds Pro 2 need a longer name. And this is a $2 silicon thing that goes over top of it. Yeah, $3 for that. But $50,000 for that. Now, I would suggest the perhaps the $20 the cheaper ones. Yeah, go online, Amazon or something, and just find out what's the best yet cheapest earbuds,
Mhm.
right? Preferably with a good speaker, microphone. The Oddly enough, the $50,000 AirBuds Pro Pod 2 needs a longer name. Not a very good speaker. You're not getting very good audio quality, you know, from the $50,000 one. But I bet you can get some good audio quality from the cheaper ones that are maybe $19 or $4 or something like that. Yeah, no, only if you have the money and you're a little bit nutty, go for the $50,000 ones. But yeah, being able to hear and we're not all that concerned with audio quality as much as we're able to just hear each other and talk to each other. So for these things, these earbuds, and plus there's no wire, so you can do your kung fu, right? You do your kung fu, and you're good to go. And you put just one earbud in, right? So that way you kind of look like a secret agent, or you know uh, all right. Enough about these. Don't get these. You get the cheap ones. Get
Really
get
cheap.
get the best cheap ones you could find, unless, you know, or you might already have a pair, but use those. Now, if you've joined the Wing Chun clan, you got you got the bag, you got the pole. You don't probably have the Mukjang if you're traveling around, but you got some butterfly swords. But we go into that in the essentials for our Patreon members. And if you'd like to join us after this session, just join us over on Patreon and choose a membership tier, and boom, you're in. It's as easy as that. Yeah. All the archives of these sessions go over there, or rather, the private sessions, the archives go on over there as well. So if you didn't catch it live as a member, you can check out the archives of the private sessions that we do. All right. Um, Let me see. Is there anything that you would like to say to open the day, Sifu Chad? Oh, oh, I haven't finished. And water, and water. Yeah, that's it. Okay, now I'm finished. Oh, and a pad. You might want to get something like this to sit on. I'm sitting in the middle of a cement slab with gun shells all around me, shotgun shells and everything. Here, I'll show you. Yeah, this is where I'm at. It's pretty weird, and there's just gun shells everywhere. So having this mat comes in real handy to just get off all the gun shells and all that stuff. If you hear gunshots in the distance, then just duck. Just duck. Yeah. Yeah. Water. Drink water, folks.
Drink water.
Sifu Chad.
Dihydrogen monoxide, man. Need it.
All right. Let us go ahead and start with our I like this because I can also stretch. I can keep stretching, but I can also do my the sand training. Here, we have to take a kung fu moment. I'm sorry. A kung fu moment.
He looks like he's doing the worm.
All
Uh,
right, that was your kung fu moment
looks
brought
like
to you.
we got a question in our question in the comments there.
You want to take that question?
Let's see.
Can
Does
you
this say
even see
how to
it?
be outside tutorial? Generally, so confused. What's going on?
Yeah, this is
Um,
this is a martial art. Yeah, let them know. Sifu Chad, let them know. Let them know.
yeah, it's we're kind of slightly tutoring how to train outside if you're a nomad like
Well,
we
this is the
are, and
ritual. This is the ritual.
yeah, it's the
Yeah,
our training ritual.
this
Yeah,
is the pre-ritual, pre-training ritual.
it's like, yeah, pre-training ritual. It's
Yeah.
like where we warm up before we do our next stream after this. And Sifu Z had already explained that if you want to join the stream after this one, then you just need to go to Patreon, Sifu Z, and choose a membership. Get on there and join us afterwards. But
Yep. This little pre-training session is brought to you and is sort of in Chinese Kung Fu, this is called the open door session. So we open our doors, allow people to come in and sort of join us in the first part of our session. And then if you want to stay, then you kind of join us and boom, you're in. That's it. Uh, Now maybe they want to know what's your style? What's your style? Remember that in Enter the Dragon, I think it is. What's your
what is it?
style?
Oh,
So, Sifu Chad, perhaps you can introduce to any of the newcomers what is it? Our style, our style, what it is? Is that how Yoda would ask? Your style, what it is? I don't know. How would Yoda say your style? What is it, or what is style?
I don't know. Maybe your style is what?
Yeah, now that I think of it, I don't think you would ever hear Yoda say the word style.
It just, yeah, it doesn't seem like it would fit in his vocabulary, man.
No, I don't even know if it's in Yoda's vocabulary to say style, which is perhaps indicative of our martial art, because, or at least in that movie, because it's like style. So, Bruce Lee's whole thing was like no style, no form, be like water and all that,
Be
But
like gas
really, it was
or
just
cosmic
basic.
ray.
Yeah, it was just basic Wing Chun, then kind of glorified with a lot of other sort of martial art chicanery, kicks and fancy fists and fancy kicks. Of course, my favorite was Kung Fu with David Carradine, and anybody that knew better, they'd always go, "Watch his feet, watch his feet." Uh, yeah,
Watch that. Yeah, footwork, man. You gotta watch that footwork.
yeah.
Um,
Now, Wing Chun is the greatest martial art on the planet. Uh, Sifu Chad is modest, is a modest gentleman. I am not. Yeah, I'm just a brute, crude kind of guy, and I'll just sort of say it like it is. Wing Chun is the greatest martial art in the world. If you want to get good at your jujitsu, you learn Wing Chun. If you want to get really good at your Muay Thai, you learn Wing Chun. If you want to get good at your boxing, your wrestling, your grappling, whatever it might be, your Taekwondo, your Kempo, your Shotokan, you learn Wing Chun. Wing Chun is like the finishing school of martial arts. Sometimes we got guys in here, they're kind of misguided and they're like, uh, just learn MMA or just do jujitsu. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. You kind of don't understand that. As a Wing Chun practitioner, you're a, an avid student of the whole martial art world. You're training in whatever works. You're going to the best people you can find, but you have this dictionary with you called Wing Chun, right? It's sort of like a dichotomous key of not just martial arts, but for me, for living and life in general.
yeah.
And that's why we smash our hands against bags of bricks and cement. No, 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 no. Now, if you're going to do this, this is just hand training. We're not hitting this hard, and it's nice, soft sand, kind of like the density of a human body, right? Yeah, it's just basic hand training to keep the hands active. You don't hit it hard. If you hit it hard, you're going to hurt your hands, and you're going to do the opposite of what you're attempting to do. It looks like you would hit this hard. It does. It looks like you would. But and I'm not going to stop you. If you insist, go ahead and hit it hard. You go right ahead. However, the Sifu Z method is to just
Sifu Z, you are frozen. Or am I frozen? I'm frozen. Huh. Appear that Sifu Z is reconnecting, perhaps. Yeah, let's see if we can get him back here. All right. Well, we're gonna resume the training ritual to see if Z gets back. We gotta talk about Wing Chun. Yeah, there's a lot of different mixed martial arts, right? MMA mixed martial arts. It's a